So are you moving to the Atlanta area and you're looking for a single family home in the city and your budget is up to $1 million and you're wondering where are the best spots to be looking with that budget? Well, I'm going to give you 3 ideas of different neighborhoods that you can choose from. We'll talk a little bit about what it's like living in those neighborhoods. So stick around. Let's talk all about living in Atlanta right now. Hey there, my name is Molly and welcome to my channel. If you are new or returning and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Atlanta area, well then you've come to the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can follow along. Give this video a like and hit that bell if you want to be one of the first to be notified when I do post another video about the Atlanta area. But I am here to help you find a place to call home here in the Atlanta area that fits your lifestyle and your budget. If you have questions as I go along on any of my videos, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, or put your questions down below. I love hearing from you. So if you're ready to get started on your home search, you need some help with that home purchase, reach out to me. Don't be shy. I've been hearing from a lot of you and I can't wait to help more of you guys out. So, okay, you guys, you got a budget of $1 million. You're trying to find something in the city, ITP, inside the perimeter, I-285, and you're wondering where are some great places to go. I'm going to point out 3 different neighborhoods. Believe me, there's a lot more options than what I'm giving you. This is not an exhaustive list, but this just gives you a couple of ideas. And I'm going to start out in the neighborhood of Virginia-Highland. Now, before I get started, Virginia-Highland, for $1 million, you're not actually going to get a ton, okay? So if you are wanting a huge house with a lot of square footage, you're not going to get that. But if you're looking for like a 2,000 square foot bungalow, maybe a little under that, or you can find a few that are a little over the 2,000 square foot mark, but they're probably going to need some work, or they're on a busy road, or something of that nature. But Virginia-Highland is a super popular neighborhood. It's very, very walkable. You've got Piedmont Park that you can walk to, which is very great because parking around there can be a pain. So it's great when there's festivals, you can just walk to it. There's also the Beltline. If you don't know what the Beltline is, I've got a couple of videos of the Beltline, and it's just a walking, jogging trail. You can pop on there, go over to Pond City Market, grab something to eat. And also there's the whole little shopping center in Virginia-Highland at the intersection of Virginia and Highland, with a bunch of cute little shops, places to get coffee, something to eat. So I'm actually walking to those shops right now. I got my big puffer jacket on. It's a little cold this morning. I feel like a marshmallow, but man, this jacket is nice and warm and toasty, so don't mind if I do. So let me go show you, before I go show you a home example, I'm gonna just walk to all the little shops so you can kind of see what it's like living around here. But trust me, everyone likes to live here, it's just expensive. So I'm walking over to my home example to share you in the Virginia-Highland area. Now remember, finding homes under $1 million can be tricky, and just for a point of reference, teardowns in this area can start at like $700,000. So if you think you got a budget of $800,000, $700,000 and you're going to get something, you won't. You know, I may have seen some sales in the $800K price point, but yeah, people just really love living here and they will pay for the location. So that's what you're paying for, is the location, the walkability, and yeah, like new construction, if you're wanting like a brand new home here, 5 bedrooms on a basement, you're going to be paying, the going rate now is about $2.25 million. So quite pricey. I think, you know, when I did my vlog tour of Virginia-Highland, I think I probably said the new construction price was probably just under 2 million, but now it's even more than that. So prices keep their value here, or homes hold their value here. And yeah, I don't see any signs of slowing down in this neighborhood. It's just a highly desirable area to live in. So let me get up this hill and I'll show you this home example. Okay, so for my home example, this is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath bungalow, just over 1,800 square feet. It sold for $950,000, and it's right behind me right here. Very adorable. I've actually sold this home probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And I sold it for like $820, and it sold again at $950. So I actually have pictures of this home. I'll put those up for you so you can kind of see the interior, but very nice finishes. You know, the bedrooms aren't huge, but they're a good size, and it has a nice open layout. So there you go. There's an example of a bungalow here that you can get in under the $1 million range. And now I'm going to just drive around a couple of streets here in the Virginia-Highland area so you can kind of get an idea of the variety of homes, and we'll go from there. Okay, I was able to ditch the puffy marshmallow jacket. It's warming up now. Keep in mind, I'm filming all of this in January, so everything looks a little bit drab. So just pretend all of these trees had a bunch of green leaves on it and it was summertime, and it would look a lot more pretty. Okay, something I forgot to mention, the median sales price in Virginia-Highland is $1.2 million. So just want to point that out, because now I am in the neighborhood of Kirkwood. I'm going to recircle back to Kirkwood now. If you've been following along on my series of videos of what you can get for 6, 7, 800, 900,000, I already mentioned Kirkwood, but I thought it was worth repeating this neighborhood, because if you're wanting like that new build home with 3,000 plus square footage, you can get that here in Kirkwood for under $1 million. Now, there have been some sales here that have topped over $1 million, brand new homes, probably a little bit bigger square footage, all the newest, latest and greatest finishes with a basement. Now those are selling for like, I think that's like 1.2. And I expect that there's going to be more sales in the Kirkwood area that are going to be over that $1 million mark as we progress throughout the years. But what I like about Kirkwood is you get that small town feel. It's still in the city. It's walkable. It's got its own little downtown. I've shown this downtown area a couple of times now. But just lots of little restaurants and shops. You can get over to downtown Decatur really quickly for a lot of great restaurants there, or over in Oakhurst. You're not right by the Beltline. That would be the only drawback. So if you're wanting that Beltline access, you don't have that. There are a couple of different parks in Kirkwood. So if you've got kids, you can take them to that. So it's a great area to explore if you're looking for, you know, a big home that's in town under the $1 million mark. But here's my example. It is right behind me here. Now this is not brand new, but this is like built in, what, 2016? It has 3,000 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3.5 baths, I'm sorry. And it has an extra office. So you've got mainly like 5 rooms. But it has like a nice, it has light flooring throughout the entire home, even the bedrooms. It has just a good like natural tones to it throughout the home. The kitchen's beautiful. It has a little extra coffee nook. Very pretty home. It has a nice flat backyard. You can see it doesn't have a garage. That's only one thing that's lacking, but hey, it's in town. So there you go. There's an example of, you know, something where you can get like everything, the really nice home under the $1 million range. So let me take a quick stroll through just a couple streets here so you can kind of see the mixture of homes. And as always, if you've watched any of my other videos of what you can find in the 600, 700, 800 range, you can definitely go back to those, because with the $1 million budget, you're going to find a bigger, better home. So I would also say like Grant Park would be another great option if you got $1 million. Edgewood, you could do Reynoldstown. So there's plenty of neighborhoods, but that's why you reach out to me. If you tell me a couple things you like, you don't like, I can pinpoint some areas that might work for you. So shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. So, okay, let's go for a little drive. All right, for my last destination where you can find homes under the $1 million mark is Brookhaven Fields. That's a neighborhood in the lower Brookhaven region. Now, I've talked about Brookhaven Fields before. If you watch my Brookhaven vlog video, I talk about Ashford Park, Drew Valley, and Brookhaven Fields. Those three neighborhoods all border Dresden Drive, which has some walkability to it. There's some little shops, a few little restaurants around there. Not much, but there's something. This is also like 5 minutes away from Buckhead for all the fancy shopping and eating, and there's also the Brookhaven Village with a Costco, a Publix, some other casual restaurants. But I wanted to show you something different besides the shops on Dresden Drive. So I'm over here at Briarwood Park, and there's a great little set of playground equipment. You got some bigger kid stuff here, some smaller kid playground equipment, and this fun climbing tower for the older ones. So a little bit of fun activities here for kids, and there's also some tennis courts. There is a public pool back here. So a nice little park. Brookhaven Fields, though, I would say median sales price is $865,000. And homes in this area, they can be scrunched together. There's a few communities which were built in the 90s, and the homes are really scrunched together, cookie cutter. But then as you get closer to Dresden Drive, the homes you get a little bit more space. They're not quite as cookie cutter. The prices can go up, so don't think that there's only homes under $1 million here. They definitely go up in price, and but this is some of the cheaper options in this area, because if you hop over to Ashford Park, you're going to get bigger lots, but they're also going to cost more. Especially, you know, newer homes are going to be 1.2 up to 2 million for, you know, a brand new build. So the price can definitely range depending on where you're looking. And this is an area that, you know, there used to be tons of ranch homes. They've torn them all down and replaced them with these newer homes. So if you like the homogeneous look of, you know, all of your neighbors are, you know, newer homes or just really put together, Brookhaven is a great place to look. So let me go show you a home example next. Ooh, it's bright out. Okay, so I'm in a little section of Brookhaven Fields that's a little bit more cookie cutter. This area was kind of built in the late 90s, so all the homes are a little bit more similar in nature. The homes are squeezed together, but you can find some good, decent homes that have been renovated under that $1 million mark. So the example I have for you is actually a pretty big one. It's 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, over 4,000 square feet with a finished basement. Doesn't have a huge yard. This neighborhood does have an HOA of $300 a year, so not, or $350 a year, but it's been nicely updated. It has, you know, they've done everything right. They've painted all the walls white, so it's very light and bright. The kitchen is, it's nice. It's a little smaller, but it's got granite countertops, white cabinets. The bathrooms have some marble vanities in them, so it's a very clean, nice, pristine, updated home. So there you go. There's an example of something in the $1 million mark. I'm going to take a little drive around the Brookhaven Fields neighborhood so you can get a feel of what the streets are like. But this is just more neighborhood, but as you get closer to Dresden Drive, you are going to be more walkable to some shops and restaurants, that kind of thing. And some areas are going to feel a little bit more cookie cutter like this versus others where you get a little bit more space, but not a huge amount. So let's go and take a spin around this neighborhood. All right, you guys, well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video of homes you can find in the Atlanta area under the $1 million mark. So if you have any questions or you're thinking about making a move to the Atlanta area, whether that's tomorrow or next year, you got questions, you need help with that home purchase, hit me up, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I am here to help you out, so can't wait to hear from you. But until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.